The first half was probably, or that is the worst we've played, and it's hard for me to explain why we played the way we did, and we allowed them to get in our box from nothing.
Claudia, how are you feeling? I can see you're trying to suppress that smile.
I am honest. I am very, very happy, satisfied with our performance. Of course, for the 3 points, but also for the performance of the players. The first half was amazing.
It was embarrassing for me, to be honest. The way we played today, the first half, it was very, very poor. We could concede 4 goals just in 45 minutes. So that's not acceptable, I think, for this club, for the level of the players that we have. At the moment, we are in a very difficult situation. We don't know what to do with the ball. We don't know how to defend properly. We are conceding a lot of goals. So, yeah, it's a horrible moment, yeah.
Ollie, you said in the week that you felt safe in your position. Do you feel safe this evening?
I've never said I feel safe.
Do you feel safe this evening?
I've never said that I'm never going to say that I feel safe. It's I work for the club, with the club, as hard as I can, with a great staff. The players are doing as well as they can, and any conversation between me and the club, of course, that's not for you and me, but that's for us.
Saw a tweet this afternoon that said watching United's like watching Casualty. You know bad things are going to happen. You just don't know when they're going to happen. There were plenty of bad things today, and yet that shouldn't stop Watford being praised because they're excellent.
Absolutely should get praised because Claudio Ranieri said he doesn't care if they win, lose or draw. He wants to start to see his philosophy, and his philosophy, if it is pressing and getting people into the opposing half and putting pressure on a team like Man United who are lacking in confidence, then they're fantastic today because that's exactly what they did. And they've done it well. You know, Bruno Fernandes had a poor game. That was his contribution to the penalty awarding it. They missed the penalty, but should have scored it. Could have been 1-0 by then. Look how many players Watford have got forward. Matic, poor ball back, and he should have done better. He should have at least hit the target. And what we're seeing here, we could talk about the structure. Look at Marcus Rashford's effort there, poor. I think that he's got to head this out for a corner, deal with that. Then once this comes back down, you know, again, Watford have got players in the box. I don't think they've closed him down enough. And then bam, you know, King gets his just reward by being in the box. Bruno Fernandes pointing, someone should be going to him, no one goes to him. And then once it comes out here, again, there's no real energy. This is what I'm saying. We could talk about structure, we could talk about tactics, but you want players trying to get into a situation where they can help. Matic does it, it's too late. And then once this goes into Luke Shaw, he has to come out. Look at Harry Maguire. He's got to realise that that's where the danger is. He doesn't. Sarr finishes it brilliantly. Again, now, this is the kind of game he is having. It's the kind of season he's having. He's having a poor game, he's having a poor season. Tom Cleverley was brilliant today.
2 yellows in 7 minutes.
Yeah. Tom Cleverley, like I say, brilliant today. Anthony Martial, poor touch, nice back heel. But then once this ball comes through to him here, I'm looking at Lindelof, and he's more worried about giving away a penalty than actually getting in a challenge, stopping them. Look at this from Matic. This isn't nothing to do with coaching. This is just a player that should be just heading that ball. Doesn't head it, bounces. Once he gets in here, you know, bang. It's a good finish. You've got to give him that. But honestly, it's embarrassing.
Yeah. All sorts of rumours swirling around tonight of emergency board meetings, discussions on Solskjaer's future. If you look at the end of the game here, and Solskjaer going to the Manchester United fans, holding up his hands in terms of an apology. Yeah. Bruno Fernandes then stands behind him and basically says to the fans who are giving him a mixed reaction, this is on us, the players. So for us now, don't focus on Solskjaer, focus on the players. David De Gea, in our interview there, went, we don't know how to defend, and we don't know what to do with the ball.
Wow. Well, that's pretty embarrassing, I think, from Bruno Fernandes, because they've got the chance to save the manager's back in the performance they put in. So for him to say, don't blame the manager, blame all the players, absolutely they should do the players, because it's quite clear from their attitude, from their performance, the players don't want the manager. They've stopped running for the manager. They've lost respect for the manager. And when you have a player coming out saying they didn't know what to do with the ball, well, that does lie at the manager's feet, because that's no plan, no tactics. But the players can go out, the players can run around, they can have effort, they can have attitude, and they had none of that. So that tells you what they think of the manager.
I mean, there are several things there. If you're on hundreds of thousands of pounds a week, should you not have respect for yourself and respect for the fans, whatever you think of the manager?
Yeah, absolutely. But that's not the first time we've seen players stop running for managers, and it won't be the last time. That is football, unfortunately.
You know something as well, chappers, we've seen this coming a long time. I think Carl Anker in September said exactly what's happening with them. No shape, no shaping the build-up, no tactics. He said that and got absolutely slaughtered for it. And everything what he said then is still happening now.
I'd say it's from a Watford point of view, they should be the story because their performance. We mentioned about Man United, no game plan, no tactics. That was exactly the opposite for Watford. They knew what their game plan was. It worked to perfection. They won every tackle. They were first to every loose ball from the start to finish, and they knew exactly what they were doing, and they thoroughly deserved it, and they could have scored more.
Yeah.
Could have been 6 or 7. What a platform for Claudio Ranieri as they go forward. Leicester faced the team they beat in last season's FA Cup final. Chelsea arrived at the King Power, 3 points clear at the top.